Be ready? Start. In this chapter, authorized insurer means an insurer for the time being carrying upon general insurance business in India and granted a certificate of registration by the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India established under Section 3 of the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority Act 1999 and any government insurance fund authorized to do general insurance business under the General Insurance Business Nationalization Act 1972 stop. Certificate of insurance means a certificate issued by an authorized insurer in pursuance of Section 147 and includes a cover note complying with such requirements as may be prescribed and where more than one certificate has been issued in connection with a policy or where a copy of a certificate has been issued. All those certificates or that copy as the case may be stop. Grievous hurt shall have the same meaning as assigned to it in Section 320 of the Indian Penal Code. Stop. Hit and run motor accident means an accident arising out of the use of a motor vehicle or motor vehicles, the identity whereof cannot be ascertained in spite of reasonable efforts for the purpose. Stop. Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority means the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority established under Section 3 of the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority Act 1999. Stop. Policy of insurance includes certificate of insurance. Stop. Property includes roads, bridges, culverts, causeways, trees, posts, milestones and baggage of passengers and goods carried in any motor vehicle. Stop. Reciprocating country means any such country as may, on the basis of reciprocity, be notified by the central government in the official gazette to be a reciprocating country for the purposes of this act. Stop. Third party includes the government, the driver and any other co-worker on a transport vehicle. Stop. No person shall use except as a passenger or cause or allow any other person to use a motor vehicle in a public place unless there is in force in relation to the use of the vehicle by that person or that other person as the case may be, a policy of insurance complying with the requirements of this chapter. Stop. Provided that in the case of a vehicle carrying or meant to carry dangerous or hazardous goods, there shall also be a policy of insurance under the Public Liability Insurance Act 1991. Stop. For the purposes of this subsection, a person driving a motor vehicle merely as a paid employee while there is in relation to the use of the vehicle no such policy in force as is required by this subsection shall not be deemed to act in contravention of the subsection unless he knows or has reason to believe that there is no such policy in force. Stop. The provision of subsection 1 shall not apply to any vehicle owned by the central government or a state government and used for purposes not connected with any commercial enterprise. Stop. The appropriate government may by order exempt from the operation of subsection 1 any vehicle owned by any of the following authorities, namely the central government or a state government if the vehicle is used for purposes connected with any commercial enterprise. Stop. Provided that no such order shall be made in relation to any such authority unless a fund has been established and is maintained by that authority in such manner as may be prescribed by appropriate government. Stop. Stanza. From the removal of doubts, it is hereby clarified that the death of or bodily injury to any person or damage to any property of a third party shall be deemed to have been caused by or to have arisen out of the use of a vehicle in a public place, notwithstanding that the person who is dead or injured or the property which is damaged was not in a public place at the time of the accident if the act or omission which led to the accident occurred in a public place. Stop. Notwithstanding anything contained under any other law for the time being in force for the purposes of third party insurance related to either death of a person or grievous hurt to a person, the central government shall prescribe a base premium and the liability of an insurer in relation to such premium for an insurance policy under subsection 1 in consultation with the insurance regulatory and development authority. Stop. A policy shall be of no effect for the purposes of this chapter unless and until there is issued by the insurer in favor of the person by whom the policy is effected a certificate of insurance in the prescribed form and containing the prescribed particulars of any condition subject to which the policy is issued and of any stop over.